More Netherworld goodness here, as we're going to face off Vireblaze versus Dome. Vireblaze's team consists of Frodo the Bard, Sam the Monk, Aragorn the Paladin, and Legolas the Archer. Meanwhile, Dome's team has Leonardo the Scholar, Michelangelo the Scholar, Donatello the Geomancer, and Raffaello the Geomancer. Quite a Renaissance man, Dome is. And the first match between these two competitors will take place on map 58, UBS second floor. And it's a larger map, but everybody's sticking up top, so it still qualifies as a small. And we have Dome in the brown and Vireblaze in the yellow. A quick don't act coming out of Vireblaze is a very good start for his team, as we get two lore spams coming out from the undead summoner scholars. Bard's going to go for haste and regen. His Paladin and Geomancer are going to rush to the side and go for a Kamitachi, which does inflict silence, triggering auto potion to negate any of the actual damage that was coming out. Earth Dragon hits everybody, distribute, auto potion yet again. And a little chip damage, but it will add up, as the monk goes for the AoE ninjutsu status, inflicting don't act onto one of the scholars. 185 damage onto the second scholar, as the first one retreats, as there are 2 units don't acted for Dome. Vireblaze has the upper hand at the moment, as we get more haste and regen coming out. Paladin rushing forward, still out of range to do anything useful. We get a 78 damage blood sword heal, which damages the Geomancer himself, so it wasn't quite as effective as it could be, especially with Earth Dragons going off. And Monk is content to continue to spam re-inflicting don't act, as well as getting silence onto one of the undead scholars. 185 damage. Paladin is finally in range and is going to go for consecration, which is quite unfortunate for the undead unit, as she is instantly killed. Everybody else continues to retreat. More AoE. And the AoE has missed both Geomancers. So it's not over yet. Blood Sword smack misses. Second Geomancer, 133 damage crit. Counter flood, no silence. Archer's going to hang back, go for more don't act, and missing once more. Heaven's Cloud out of the Bard, healing 1 unit, as well as damaging the Geomancer. And a quick Grand Cross, inflicting darkness and putting one of the Geomancers for Dome into critical. So it's looking like it is Vireblaze's match to lose, as Ninjutsu drops one of the Geomancers, who is picked right back up with a thrown Phoenix down. So fire gets blocked. Bard says none of this. Oh, and he gets dodged as well. 3rd time's a charm, and he goes down. Geomancer tried his best, but unfortunately with that scholar silenced, there's not a whole lot that's going to happen for Dome's team here. Archer, another 169 damage, drops her down, so we're down to just 1 Geomancer, who probably isn't going to be able to pull this off all on his own. Paladin, more Grand Cross. Gets blocked this time by the Geomancer, and he's going to respond by trying to pick up his comrade. Monk, more ninjutsu, 100% accuracy. And one of the scholars gets up, going for an Earth Dragon to heal herself, as well as damage all the other units. However, since they've all got regen on, it wasn't going to be a tide turner there anyways. Archer drops her down, Chirajir. Geomancer evades once more, and the Paladin says, none of this. I like Grand Cross. 113 damage, inflicting blind, which would make a difference if he was actually attacking. But he's in heavy sandbag mode. Monk says no. Imagine that. Archer's going to rush forward this time and is in range to cover fire, but Geomancer blocks with his blood sword once more. More haste and regen. Keep going. Paladin rushing forward. Grand Cross. Another 113 damage. Archer gonna finish him off. Cover fire has been blocked. Again, not quite there yet. Ninjutsu will drop him, however, so round 1 goes to Vireblaze. Well done. We'll see how round 2 goes. Round 2 between Vireblaze and Dome will take place on map 71, Dobledar Swamp, one of the larger maps you're going to see in the game. Once again, Dome is in the brown and Vireblaze is in the yellow. And good luck to the both of you. Everybody's going to take quite a while to move forward, which should play into the Scholar's hands. However, they are going to move forward as they cast, as opposed to hang back, which would be what a human player would have done. But that's the AI for you. More haste and regen coming out from Vireblaze's Bard, as the rest of the units slowly move forward. Geomancer moving forward, is in range for a Hell Ivy, inflicting slow onto the Archer. And then Quicksand, 35 damage, triggering auto potion and no death sentence. That is a great map for Geomancers because how effective Quicksand is. Although the actual Geomancy damage from these two Geomancers is lower than the average attack. More lore. Bard's going to run forward, do nothing. Paladin's going to be out of range for quite a while, as he has move HP up instead of something that gives him 4 move. One of the Scholars is already down by the slowed Archer, as we get double panel Hell Ivy inflicting slow onto the Monk as well. More Hell Ivy, more slows, counter flood. The Bard will take care of this quite easily as soon as he gets a turn. And 184 damage. Excalibur Smack, healing the Bard up due to the Absorb Holy. 160 damage ninjutsu. Scholar's going to go for yet another Earth Dragon. Chipping away at everyone's damage. Hell Ivy out of Dome's Geomancer. Second one is going to go for a Sword Smack, 70 damage, healing, auto potion. Fun times. Murasame heal as opposed to the haste and regen draw out that I assumed he was going to use, so slow is actually being an effective unit here. We get more Earth Dragons, more Paladin goodness, going for a Grand Cross. 113 damage, inflicting blind once more. Auto potion. Slows finally wear off as the Archer gets a second turn, dropping the second Scholar. So we're down to both Geomancers once more. Quicksand, 2 units, no death sentence, triggering a counter flood, no slows. Instead, we're going to get a double panel Hell Ivy going for more slows, inflicting neither, and more counter flood. Ninjutsu status gets blocked. Monk hasn't had a lot of luck with that lately. As we get a quick Cheer Jaredin, which does not get blocked. Paladin's going to go for a speed run since he is still out of range. Inflicting slow onto one of the Geomancers. That's going to get comboed down with a cover fire. Only 50 damage onto the Geomancer, but every little bit is going to help. High potion, keeping him relatively healthy. Now we get a triple panel. Nope, double panel. I thought the Paladin was in range, but instead it was a very smart move on the Monk's part. Scholar gets up from Undead and hangs back with an Earth Dragon. Will the Bard let this go off? He has no choice. As Earth Dragon again chips away. Chip. Arrow gets blocked. Quite effective there for the Scholar. As we get more Grand Cross. Another 113 damage onto the Geomancer. The Monk really does not like him, as he's going to combo a Don't Act and force him to retreat. As the 2-on-1 on the left side of the map is not going to go in Dome's favor. We have more Earth Dragons, and the Bard is going to be out of range for quite a while, as I believe the Scholar can out-move him. More Grand Cross goodness. Samurai is in range. 165 damage ninjutsu, drops one of the Scholars into critical, as is the other's turn to either come back to life or become a crystal. We get more AoE healing. Geomancer going to go for Hell Ivy. Does not inflict slow, so the Bard is still at full strength. More Earth Dragon as the second Scholar has gone up. Donak wears off onto one of the Geomancers. Archer continues his rampage, and the Paladin is in range for yet another Grand Cross. 170 damage this time onto this Geomancer, and a quick Heaven's Cloud will drop the second Scholar. More Ninjutsu dropping one of the Geomancers, so we're back down to a 4-on-1, as the second Geomancer is out of range to revive his companion. Quick Ether to allow more Grand Crosses, and Bard chooses just to wait. Down to a waiting game here. More Ninjutsu, and excuse me, that Monk will not run out of MP anytime soon, so it is not going to go Dome's way today. 56% shot does connect as the Bard rushes forward, trying to get in range of the Geomancer. One more Grand Cross. Connects, so this Geomancer should be going down fairly soon. And the Archer goes for an arm aim as opposed to just a straight up attack onto the Geomancer. Scholar gets up yet again, so Dome's been very lucky in that regard. But now we are at a 4-on-3 in Vireblaze's favor. 78 damage smack, counter gets blocked. Quite fortunate there for Dome. Heaven's Cloud hurting his own unit and getting blocked by Dome's Geomancer as we get more Earth Dragon goodness. 160 damage Ninjutsu drops him into critical. Paladin's going to go for a Grand Cross, which connects, dropping the Geomancer once more. Archer's going to continue his assault onto the Scholars, as he's been very effective so far. More Earth Dragons. Second Scholar has finally crystallized, so it will never be better than a 4-on-3. Earth Dragon to heal up the recently revived Geomancer, and Bloodsword Smack will do even more. Quick Charger Den to the face, 170 damage, drops him back into critical, and the Monk should be able to combo him down thusly. Archer's going to continue moving forward. Bam. Back down to the one Geomancer. Paladin is going to be out of range, but can do a speed run. And the way he positioned himself, he's going to force the Geomancer to come closer in order to res his friend. Either onto the Monk, letting him spam those ninjutsus. And yep, like I said, Geomancer's got to run forward due to the positioning of that Paladin, so very smart on the AI's part, as he's now in range to do a smack, although he missed. So all that build up for nothing. Monk is going to continue doing his sniping as the Archer creeps ever closer and goes for another arm aim, this time connecting onto the Geomancer. Haste and regen on the Bard, as the AI is very reluctant to end matches sometimes. So we get just 113 damage smack, and the Monk is going to go for the killing blow. Nope, 160 damage. One more shot should do it. And there we go. Critical to end it. Thanks for playing Dome. Vireblaze, you continue to live on.